Welcome to Mojo Travels, and today we're counting down our picks for the world's strongest passports.
Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojo Travels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're looking at passports that were deemed to take you around the world with the least limitations in late 2021. COVID restrictions are accepted, of course. To assemble this list, we consulted the Henley Passport Index, which assigns 1 point to a passport for every passport that can be entered without a visa or which offers a visa on travel or similar arrangements. We also looked at the passportindex.org, which considers the number of visa-free and visa-on-arrival countries accessible within each passport. Although we made a similar list early in 2021, passport power constantly changes. Number 10. Australia. On the Henley Passport Index, the land down under tied with Canada in 8th place with an access score of 184. Admittedly, there are countries with slightly higher Henley scores, including Austria and Denmark. What gives Australia an advantage is its 150 mobility score at Passport Index. Tying with South Korea in 3rd, Australia has almost 100 visa-free destinations and 49 visa-on-arrival destinations. Honestly, we wouldn't mind spending the holiday basking in the sun by Bondi Beach. If you're an Aussie looking for a change of scenery though, this passport has a 75% world reach, covering most of Europe and South America. Number 9. United States. From California's Golden Coast to the urban metropolis of New York, the US has no shortage of diverse destinations, yet every American wishes to travel abroad at some point. Back in 2014, the US and UK topped Henley and Partners rank. They've since dropped to 7th with the Czech Republic, Greece, Malta and Norway. However, the US exceeds all of those countries on Passport Index with its 149 mobility score, tying for 4th place. In addition to Canada and Mexico, a US passport can get you to most of South America and Europe visa-free. Africa is a mixed bag with Morocco being visa-free, Egypt being visa on arrival, and several other countries being visa required. Slowly but surely though, the US passport is regaining its pre-COVID power. Number 8. Switzerland. With a 149 mobility score, Switzerland is one of several countries that tied with the US on Passport Index. When it comes to visa-free destinations, Switzerland just edges out the US with over 100 visa-free destinations. On the Henley scale, the Swiss passport ties for 6th with a score of 186. Europe virtually owned Henley's rank this year, so it's not surprising that the Swiss passport is a leisurely gateway to other European countries. For Swiss citizens travelling west, the electronic travel authorization is 90 days for the US and 120 days for Canada. However, almost every country from Mexico to Chile is easily accessible. With its ski slopes and chocolate fondue though, Switzerland seems like the ideal place to spend the holidays. Number 7. New Zealand. New Zealand has been hailed for its response to the pandemic. It only makes sense that this would translate to one of the strongest passports. On the Passport Index, New Zealand possesses an impressive mobility score of 151. This puts the island country in 2nd place, just behind the United Arab Emirates. So, why isn't it higher on our list? Well, New Zealand comes up shorter on the Henley Passport Index, tying in 6th with Switzerland and Belgium. Likewise, UAE is only 16th on Henley's rank. Regardless, New Zealand's 186 Henley score is anything but unsubstantial. There are almost 3 million active New Zealand passports, with roughly 70% of the country possessing them. They can put them to effective use with a world reach of 76%. Number 6. Spain. Henley and Partners rank Spain's passport 3rd with Finland, Italy and Luxembourg, rewarding all 4 countries a 189 score. Passport Index gives Spain a 149 mobility score with more than 100 visa-free destinations and 39 visa-on-arrival destinations. We can't fathom why anyone would want to leave Spain with its gorgeous sunsets, majestic architecture and rich culture. Given the number of tourists flocking to Spain though, locals may want to escape the crowds. If you wish to stay in European territory, a Spanish passport will buy you a visa-free trip to France or Ireland. For something overseas, South American countries like Brazil, Peru and Argentina are visa-free for 90 days. Or maybe you'd rather spend 30 days in Thailand or 180 days in Mexico. Number 5. Italy. It wasn't easy choosing whether to rank Italy or Spain higher on this list. In addition to tying on the Henley scale, these 2 European countries are neck and neck at Passport Index. Their mobility scores, visa-free countries, and visa-on-arrival destinations are currently identical. We're giving Italy a marginal edge for 2 reasons, however. First, Italy has a larger population, meaning a stronger demand for passports. Second, when the pandemic hit, Spain's mobility score dropped to 112. Italy's dropped to 111, having to climb an extra point to get where it is today. While these two passports are virtually interchangeable, Italy's citizens, in particular, deserve a vacation after the past couple of years. Fortunately, the Italian passport will take them far and wide. Number 4. Germany. As mentioned before, 2021 was the year for European passports. Germany remained the European country to beat, with Henley and Partners giving it a 190. Our passport index, its mobility score of 149 ties with Italy, Spain, Switzerland and the US. However, Germany surpasses the 4 aforementioned countries when it comes to visa-free destinations. Germans can freely travel to more than 105 different countries. Unlike some other European passports, Germany has access to Mongolia for 30 days visa-free. Earlier this year, Passport Index had Germany ranked as the most powerful passport in the world. While there are 3 other passports that have arguably grown stronger since then, Germany is still the most accommodating and flexible European nation in terms of travel. Number 3. South Korea. South Korea and Germany share second place on the Henley and Partners meter. Once again, we turn to Passport Index for a tiebreaker. South Korea's 150 mobility score lines up with Australia's, exceeding Germany's by 1 point. What's more, South Korea has a slightly higher range. Not only does it offer over 100 visa-free destinations, but it's one of the few passports on this list that allows access to the Russian Federation for almost 2 months. You can also travel from South Korea to Japan for 3 months. Back in 2018, Passport Index had South Korea tied with Singapore for the most powerful passport. Fast forward 3 years, South Korea continues to make travel an easygoing experience. The same cannot be said about North Korea. Number 2. Japan. On more than one occasion throughout the past 3 years, Mojo Travels has ranked Japan for the world's second strongest passport. While it's never quite achieved the top spot, Japan's consistency is a testament to its convenient travel access. Plus, it did climb to the summit of Henley and Partners list. The Henley scale granted Japan a 192 score, tying with one other country that we'll get to soon enough. Japan ranks lower with Passport Index, sharing 8th place with several others. While its mobility score is only 145, Japan compensates with its visa-free destinations. The standout is China, which has been largely off limits with most of the other passports on this list. Although it's only for 15 days, that still goes a long way. Number 1. Singapore. Sharing the number 1 spot with Japan on Henley and Partners list, the Republic of Singapore also brings in a grand total of 192. It wasn't easy deciding which of these 2 countries should top our list, especially since both permit access to China. On one hand, Japan has 43 visa on arrival destinations, while Singapore has only 34. It's the visa-free destinations where Singapore gets the upper hand though, with well over 100. Unlike Japan, Singapore also provides a 90-day visa-free path to Sweden and the Czech Republic. Singapore previously topped Mojo Travel's list for the most powerful passports in 2018. After something of a hiatus, Singapore has reclaimed its crown.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Mojo Travels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.